Hey y'all. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Let's Mom Bitch. I'm your host, Alonda, and I'm so happy you chose to tune in today. This is episode 14.5, a bonus episode. If you haven't already listened to episode 14, I just want to be successful. I ask that you go ahead and listen to that episode. I do have some information about hot car deaths with children and some facts associated with that, as well as just general supervision of your children. I'm just so tired of hearing these news reports about kids wandering off and being found dead because they were unsupervised, or they got away from a family member or the household and nobody noticed they were gone for a certain period of time. And we really have to do better with supervising our children, and that's everybody. Even if it's an accident, you got busy, and we're human. We forget things sometimes, but sometimes that costs us a tragic ending, and no child deserves to lose their life that young. So go ahead and take a look at listen to that episode. As always, you can listen to it on Spotify, Amazon, iHeart, or wherever you receive your podcast. So check it out. But y'all know how I do with the bonus episode. I just talk to you all about my day, what's going on, work, various things. So there has been a significant change in my work schedule due to me resigning from my previous job. As I said, now I am an independent contractor as of right now, but I have decided to pick up the case caring for a disabled young man. However, that case hasn't started yet. But those hours will be night shift hours 4 times a week when my husband and kids are asleep. So right now, I didn't have a shift yesterday. I don't have a shift today. Yesterday, I allowed Nyla to stay home with me, and my husband was home because he had some back issues or whatever. But today he's at work. Today I decided to send Nyla to daycare. It's crazy that my schedule has opened up to the point as to where I don't have to send her to daycare. But the crazy part is that the reason why I wanted to pull her out of daycare was because she was getting so sick and I was just tired of it. However, now that my schedule is open, she's not getting sick. So I we do like that she's in daycare. We do like her being able to fellowship with the other children. And like I said, it's a daycare where they actually do stuff with the kids. They actually teach them stuff. They take them outside. They do, little different, I don't know, I think it's like developmental things where they're put like different things in a bag, like Vaseline or, you know, blocks or something, so they can feel on it. And, they give us a report every day about what activity they worked on during the day. And I can really tell that Nyla is advancing a lot. And I think that that is due to her being around other little kids and being in like a structured environment every day. So I'm a little on the fence about pulling her out of daycare. I know that her particular daycare does not offer part-time hours. So whether I send her 3 days a week or 5 days a week, we still have to pay the same amount. So as far as right now, it's definitely a good break for me to send her to daycare, especially now I'm able to get things done during the house. My house won't be in such a disarray as it was when we were all just working all day, and because I was about ready to hire Mary Maids, and I'm still about ready to hire Mary Maids because it's like as fast as I clean up, it gets dirtied up again. So I'll keep y'all posted on that. Um, when Nyla is at home, I try to I try not to spoil her. I don't want anybody like holding her too much or laying up with her or anything like that. I just really want her in her own space doing her own thing. And I know like experts be trying to say that you can't spoil a child, but I think those experts has never raised a child before, because if you know, like I know, you can absolutely spoil a child. If you're just sitting there holding that child all the time, if you pick them up every single time they cry, like you're not going to be able to leave them nowhere. You're not going to be able to leave them with a babysitter. You're not going to be able to take a shower, use the bathroom. I have experience with that. Like Tristan was not spoiled until he started staying with his mama and papa when I had to work, and they was holding him all the time. And then after that, every time you put him down, he started hollering and screaming. And then Tristan would not get out my bed. Tristan would probably be in my bed right now at 9 years old had I had not met my husband. um because like once you start doing these things with a child, that's just what they remember and that's what they think, and then they get so clingy and spoiled. And I've been very adamant about not spoiling Nyla. Now she gets so much love. She gets hugs, she gets kisses. We play with her, but I just prefer for her not to just be laying on us or up under us all the time. So I like the fact she's in daycare. I like the fact that she is with other kids. At home, I try to like let her play in her pack and play. Like I'll sit her down in there, put her toys in there, and then when it's time for her to eat, we take her out of there, take her into the living room. So there's a change of scenery, or sometimes we even pull her pack and play out in the living room, so that's her own little area. And it also, I feel like it keeps her safe because I'm not going to be chasing her around the house all day. Toddlers are busy, especially 1 year olds. They don't really understand no yet. They don't fully understand it. So every 2 seconds, you're going to be getting up, getting her out of something. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not about to do that all the time. Sometimes I'll take her out and let her crawl around and explore and pull up on stuff. That's when I have the energy to do that with her, when I feel like sitting on the floor with her or chasing her around or whatever. But that's not something that some people just let their kids crawl and walk all around all day. And I just don't think that's not good as far as safety for them, because they'll get something in their mouth real quick, something will fall on them, something they'll pull over something. Like, when they're young, I like for them to be in one area. It's different areas at different times. Like I'm not just gonna have her sitting in her pack and play all day, but she has a bouncer, she has a high chair, she has this little walker thing that she can walk around with, and usually she'll sit down and like play with the toys on front of it. Sometimes if I'm in the living room, I'll let her go over there to the where the TV is at. There's like a bunch of stuff on the shelf, like cards and stuff like that, nothing that can hurt her, but she'll pull all of that out, and then I'll clean that up when I'm tired of looking at it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't have a problem with my child exploring, but I just want her to be in a combined space, so she'll be safe. And then I don't want to be holding her and stuff. And I don't want anybody else to be holding her all the time, because she will definitely get spoiled. I want to be able to get out with my husband. I want to be able to drop her off at daycare and at school without her hollering and screaming. And I know y'all know kids that's done that. Your kids may have done that. You know what I mean? So that's my little vent about spoiling kids. um, so I dropped Nala off at daycare this morning, and right now I'm sitting out in front of our apartment complex. And sometimes you just need a change of scenery. Like even when you don't have um somewhere to go, like you don't have to be in the house. Like I'll sit in my car, I'll go to McDonald's and get me an iced caramel coffee with extra caramel, which I don't need, and I usually don't drink all of it. I just like the taste of it. I'll probably drink half of it and end up throwing the rest out or saving it for later. I actually got a free bagel from Panera today. They were taking too long in the line. The customer in front of me drove off. Um, so the lady just gave me the bagel. I love their Asiago cheese bagel. I usually get like regular cream cheese with it, or they be having that I guess a sour cream and chive cream cheese or something like that, or just chive. I don't know, but it'd be so good. And um, if you've watched or listened to my earlier podcast episodes, I had explained how I had weight loss surgery. I had the VSG, which is the sleeve, vertical sleeve gastrectomy. So it's 2 years later, and I still can't really eat that much. I can eat more than before, but I can only eat like one half of the bagel and then I'll be full. And then after I'm full, it's also hard for me to drink stuff too. So I'll just be sipping on whatever my drink is and go from there. But yeah, that those two things, if I can have that in the morning, or at least an iced coffee. If I can have that in the morning time, and like I said, I'll just be relaxing in my car, enjoying the fresh air. I'll do that for a little bit, and then my goal today, like I said, is to clean up the house real good. So if I procrastinate too long, I know I'm not gonna do it. It'll be clean, but it won't be clean like I want it to be. So I'm gonna get in the house in a little bit and handle that. Um, Yesterday, although Shay was having some back issues, it's important for him to move around and not just be laying around on his back. So we decided to take a little walk. It was a beautiful day. By the time we went outside, it probably was about 78 degrees. So it wasn't too hot, and there was still like a little breeze going on, so that made it better. So we got dressed, got the baby stroller out, and we just took a walk around our neighborhood. Then we wanted to go to the pool because Shay wants to really get Nyla in there to experience the pool, and we do want to get the kids into swimming lessons soon. So we went to the office to see if we needed a pool pass, because I know every time we tried to go last year, the pool was always closed. But she said we didn't need a pool pass. And then we asked her, was the pool open? She said yes. But both pools we went to had the padlock on it. So didn't seem open to us. So we just walked around, and then we found like a patch of grass, and we wanted Nyla to like feel the grass and all of that stuff. So we sat down and laid out, and we let her crawl around. And Nyla is just so bougie. She would not like crawl on her knees. Like, she didn't want the grass to touch her knees. So she would be doing this like army crawl, like on her hands and feet or whatever, to get to her location. But she did so good, and she was so calm, and she seemed to enjoy herself and enjoy the weather. And it was just like a real relaxing moment for us. As definitely, I told Shay that we're gonna need to get out and walk um, together more often, daily if possible, just to keep our muscles moving and our bones lubed and whatever it is, keep our body warmed up so we don't be stiff and all of that. And yeah, I just think it'll be good to get out and enjoy some fresh air. And when Tristan come back from South Carolina, um, have him get out there with us too. And he has skates and stuff, so he'll probably put his skates on and skate alongside of us. So really look forward to doing that this summer with my family. Um, what else do I want to discuss today? On going back to when I had the weight loss surgery, one of the things that I wanted to do after weight loss surgery was have like a tummy tuck, a, a BBL, a breast reduction. So I actually was scheduled to have that done um, March of 2022. But then I got pregnant. And I found out I was pregnant November 2021. So, and I discussed this on other episodes, but planned to have that done, had to postpone it because of the baby. And then you have to wait 6 months after you have the baby, 6 months to a year after you have a baby in order to get it done. So I had began to think about rescheduling. And I had really been back and forth about it. I initially wanted to. And then when I had the new baby, I'm like, okay, now I have two kids and now I have a little baby, you know what I'm saying? And, there's always risk to um, having any surgery, especially a surgery like that. So I was really like back and forth. And I was talking to my therapist about it, just about like body image issues, body dysmorphia, and all of that, and how like the surgery would be for me, for how I think that I look, you know what I'm saying, about my confidence, about me wanting to be able to feel confident about wearing a bathing suit or something on the beach. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't about whether somebody else would think I look good or posting pics or anything. My husband is the only man that I'm concerned about, and he loves me the way I am. So it wasn't about that. It was more about me feeling confident in my own skin. And so that's the real reason why I wanted to do it. But I also didn't want to do something that could cost me to not be able to take care of my children, or Lord forbid me not be alive to take care of my children. So I was really going back and forth in my head about whether I wanted to do it or not. And I had started leaning towards going ahead and doing it, and scheduling sometime soon. And then I just heard about the death of Jackie O, DC Young Fly's the girlfriend, the mother of his children. And there has been no cause of death revealed yet. However, she died in Miami, apparently after she had a mommy makeover. Um, so I instantly was like, oh, I'm good. I'm not about to do it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a nurse. I know that there's complications for anything. And first of all, let me say, I was just so devastated hearing that, as if I knew her. You know what I'm saying? I did follow her on IG, and I used to watch her YouTube videos. I love DC Young Fly. She's was a beautiful woman, and she seemed to be an excellent mother, and that was just a beautiful family. And I just got so choked up and stuff seeing the pictures of her and her children. And they had a baby, a son that's about Nyla's age. I believe he'll be one in July, and she didn't make it to see his first birthday. That baby's not even gonna remember her. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just so heartbreaking. And she was so young. She was 32. And I'm about to be 41, and I was already concerned with me being. I always said that if I was going to have those surgeries, it would have to be within the next couple of years, because I know with age, those things become a little more risky too. And just to know that she was 32 and she went through this, and I'm not saying, because I don't know if it had anything to do with the surgery, but just the fact that she just had it and then she died leads me to believe that it was some type of complication with that surgery. But again, that's my opinion. That's not a fact. Um, And I just, prayers up to that family, to DC Young Fly, her, Jackie O's relatives, and especially those beautiful children, because that's a tough pill to swallow, pill to swallow. And it just made me be like, no, I'm very adamant about not having this surgery now. I do have body image issues. I may still have a breast reduction because I have a large breast, and with the weight loss surgery, I lost over 120 pounds. And not much of my breast went down. It did go down some, but not much at all went down. And so I have like a lot of neck and like upper back pain. Especially since I'm not larger anymore, because I feel like maybe the bigness kind of like held it up some more. I don't know, but it feels a lot. It feels worse since I have lost the weight. So I definitely will do a breast reduction surgery at some point. But as far as getting like a tummy tuck and a BBL and all that stuff, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna work out. I'm gonna do some squats and let my husband love on me like he love on me. You know what I'm saying? And no shade or no, you know, disrespect or anything to anybody who chooses to do it, because I definitely wanted to do it, but I choose to not take that risk with my life now. You know what I'm saying? So that's just that on that. I'm trying to see if there's anything else that I want to talk about today. I don't know. I do want you all to continue to listen to the podcast. Please send me emails or DMs about any topics that you would like for me to discuss. I would like to start having some guests, just like the overall promotion of the podcast. I need to get on top of and do better with. I'm still like, I call myself young old because I grew up in a time where like internet was just coming out and social media has started popping, and like Facebook and all of that stuff has evolved a lot from the time it started to now. And I was able to experience all of that. So just getting in that social media mode, like TikToks and posted on Instagram, I really need to get on top of that more, because I know, that's how you get out there. That's how going viral and all that. That's how you become successful in your creative space. So I want to learn how to do the stuff on my own, but I do also realize that for some of that stuff, I don't have the time and the patience for. So I may have to consider, hiring somebody to do like editing and producing and all that stuff. And I do want to get into a studio and start recording. So it's big things to come for this podcast. And I just appreciate all of my listeners and my viewers for you all hanging in there with me. Hey, you have to start somewhere. So just hit me up. Let me know what you want to see. Let me know if you want to be a guest, if you have something that you want to talk about on this platform. And I'm definitely open to all of that. With that being said, I'm going to finish my coffee and finish enjoying this fresh air, and then get in this house and clean up. And then I would like to relax for a little bit before I grab the baby and before the husband comes home, because once they come home, it's work again. I have to, and I want to care for my family. So, with that being said, I hope that you all have a happy Tuesday and a happy rest of the week. And I will talk to you next time. Bye.